Hello, hello. After a humiliating defeat where we looked at the 40 best novels of the 2010s and I had read zero of them, we're going to go to a medium that I expect to be a little more familiar with, the 100 best video games of the 2010s. Now, I keep up with video games, I would say. Like, I'm aware of kind of the more major releases and generally how games are being received. So I don't think this list is going to like shock me with its inclusions. At the same time, I don't actually play very many of those games. I spend most of my time playing Super Smash Bros. Melee, which came out in 2001, and Dance Dance Revolution slash In the Groove, which came out like I think the original DDR was like 1999 or something, and In the Groove was like early 2000s. So of the last decade, what have I even played? Mostly just Nintendo games. So I imagine a lot of those will be on here. Breath of the Wild, Mario Odyssey, Mario Maker, hopefully. Probably Smash Ultimate, maybe Smash 4 as well. I don't know. As for non-Nintendo games, I don't really know what to predict. God of War for the PS4. The Last of Us, I think, is well liked. Grand Theft Auto 5 came out since 2010, I'm almost certain. I don't know, let's just plunge into it. We'll see how we do. Mass Effect 2? I think this was last decade. So that's like, they're saying like, oh, it feels so recent, but it was actually, oh, it was right at the start of 2010. So maybe this will be on the list. I think Mass Effect 2 is really well liked. And then Mass Effect 3 was more like controversial because people didn't really like the ending. And then Andromeda was the one that everybody hated, I think. I don't know. Okay, list was drafted by two people, myself and my assistant editor, Holly Green. Ooh. Okay, all right. So this is much more of like a personal affair. It's not that they even just combine these two lists, but they just worked together to come up with what they thought was a good representative list. Okay, I think that's a lot better. I think that makes for a better, more interesting list. One that actually reflects taste more than just statistical kind of consolidation points. Critical consensus is a joke, or it's subjective. Matters isn't popularity success, but how a game makes us feel, what it makes us think about, what it says about our culture and games as a medium, and how it impacts not just us personally, but the industry and the art form. I'd say this is quite agreeable. Yeah, sure. Games you might expect to see on a list like this that you won't find below. The fact that they're making this explicit disclaimer makes me think it's going to be quite different than like the game rankings top games of the 2010s based on consolidated review score. All right, Metro Last Night. I've heard of this. I'm pretty sure you play as a gun. Yeah. And you play as a gritty gunmetal, dark, gloomy gun. So I don't care at all. Okay. LA Noir, you play as a man carrying a gun, but I think you don't play just as the gun. It zooms out a bit. And you have to go around solving crimes. And my most of the familiarity of the game I have with this is like things making fun of it, like the press X to doubt meme. And then there was a guy I used to follow that was like a glitch hunter in a bunch of games, and they uploaded some glitches they found in LA Noir. So my impression of it is it's a glitchy, memey mess, but I guess it's quite well liked. Okay, Fez. I have played a bit of this. I should finish it because it's really cool. Um, this is Phil Fish, right? And then he like quit gaming forever because of some big controversy I can't remember. Uh, but Phil Fish is not the person who made The Witness, right? Uh, Fez, yeah, okay. The Witness was made by, oh gosh, Jonathan Blow. Right? Yeah, who also made Braid. Okay, there we go. I had to just like work through it name by name, game by game. I played a bunch of The Witness just last weekend. I hadn't played it before. I was kind of like vaguely familiar with it, but I was super impressed. It's super cool. So I'm hoping to play more of that at some point. I want to play more Fez too. Dying Light. I kind of remember this. It looks like you're fighting zombies. I don't care. Dragon's Dogma. You play as a bow. I vaguely recall hearing things discussed about this on V. People liked it. This is one where you play as a gun, but it makes you feel sad, right? It's like brutal, and it really makes you like feel remorse for like the people you've killed, and it's like you can be more violent than necessary, but then it makes you feel bad about that or something. I think. Yeah. Sure. All right. Sure. I guess that's cool. But in the end, it's still just like a shooting game, right? Like it's not like it actually subverts it in terms of genre. But I guess that's more effective because then you're getting the people that normally play those games to stop and rethink what it is they're really doing. But yeah, man, uh, I remember seeing like whenever Call of Duty or Battlefield or whatever introduces like a woman character or a person of color or whatever, you always get all these chuds going, "This is so unrealistic," and then sometimes they go even further and be like, "You're disrespecting veterans by changing what war was really like by revising history or whatever." I'm like, so you think that playing these other war games are honoring veterans? That it's a realistic depiction of war? That veterans approve of you living out these bizarre, sadistic fantasies of running around massacring people? That this is what war was to them? Like, oh my god! Like the baffling level of incompetence in when it comes to just making the barest empathetic thread of connection with someone, to think that something like Call of Duty is honoring veterans. Like, holy shit. Anyways, so I guess this subverts that kind of thinking. So I like that, I guess. I'm never going to play it, but sure. Hold down. What the heck is this? Oh, it's like... Man, I think I've seen footage of this before. I think this is something you get ads for a lot. And it just shows you some footage of it, and you're like... Yeah, you like shoot a stream. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. This looks like fun. I don't know. Is it really one of the 100 best games of the decade? I'm like, maybe. I mean, I would probably put Animal Tower Wars on my 100 best games of the decade, and people would look at that and be like, are you kidding me? But sure. Fire Pro Wrestling World. Whoa, I didn't know this existed. Okay, so Fire Pro Wrestling was... I first heard about it on the GBA, but I think it was a continuation of a series, yeah, that goes all the way back to like the NES. And it had like hundreds and hundreds of characters, and actually a pretty cool battle system, from what I recall. I didn't actually play it, but I had read a bunch about the Game Boy, the GBA version, when it came out. So yeah, this is like some sort of reimagining reboot thing. Sweet. Seems pretty cool. I mean, close to this game. Wow. Nice. All right. Well, that's cool. That's something, I don't know, under some circumstances I could see myself playing. Probably multiplayer would be really fun. The Disney Infinity series. Okay. So this is like Skylanders, I think. You buy toys, you scan the toys in. Yeah, Toys to Life games. Then I think it was like online too. All right, sure. Year Walk. I have no idea what this is. Huh, okay. I guess we should start making a list. Oh, it's only on iOS. Maybe it's on other things now. Spooky! It looks spooky. This, sure? I don't know. Alright, well, we'll start making a list. Ooh. This is, I think, the first one that I'd totally not heard of. This one I didn't know what it was called, but I'd seen footage of it all the time. This I guess I hadn't heard of, but I'd heard of the series. But this one, shockingly new. And seems kind of intriguing. Super Hexagon, my friend was super into this for a while. I played it a bit. It seems quite fun. I didn't put in the effort to get good at it, though. So, yeah, that seems fine. Transistor. I haven't heard of this either. This is the essence of Transistor. In the face of power, unique human qualities become valuable, hand-picked functions that operate in the service of an agenda. To a degree, we all lose our voice. In the wreckage of a fallen world, the only choice left to make is whose side we're on and what we're willing to give up for the sake of the cause. Okay, but what genre is it? Do I play as a gun? Do I play as the sword? Do I play... Is this graphics? Is this cutscene? Is this art? Let's research a bit more. Oh, it's like a top-down thing. What? Oh, okay. Sure. Interesting. Okay, alright. Hadn't heard of this one. Pop it on the list, I guess. Tetris Effect? Okay, sure. I mean, I don't know. I played this for 2 or 3 hours at my friend's place. I liked it alright. It was very pretty. Some of the like wacky bonus modes were pretty novel and fun. I found most of the themes like it was either like I tuned them out entirely and I was just playing normal Tetris and then I didn't really even register all the cool stuff that was happening, or I was distracted by it and then I just kind of resented it. So it was kind of like a lose-lose thing. Like I don't know. I'm a pretty like serious business Tetris player, you know. Like I don't need any of this stuff. I just want good mechanics and maybe some interesting gimmicks in those mechanics for funsies. But yeah, it seems, I don't know, it's quite a cool experience, and I think all of the themes and stuff are really creative. I can't really complain. I think it's more fun to just watch someone play it, right? Because then it's like really soothing. You can just kind of zone out. When you're playing it yourself, if you're trying to take it seriously, you're just so focused. It's like a lot of things that end up being lost on you. At least that's what I found. Sure, cool, sure. Is Puyo Puyo Tetris going to be on the list, though? Because this came out in 2014. If they put Puyo Puyo Tetris higher than this, they're absolute real ones for sure. Guitar Hero Live. I didn't even think they were still making Guitar Hero games. What? Huh? I had no idea this existed, but sure. I don't really have any interest in this. I play Bomani games and dance games and stuff. I don't care to play Guitar Hero. Oh, this I've heard is really good. I have a few friends that played through it. I tried screwing around and just like flying all over the place and swinging and stuff. Excuse me, and it was really fun. So I can definitely see the appeal. Sure, sound shapes? What the heck is this? Oh, that sounds awesome. I had no idea this existed. Maybe I can finally use my Vita again, since I finally gave up on 100%ing Disgaea 4. Who made this? Composer Beck. Like, the Beck that I'm familiar with? Could it be? This Beck? Could it be? Queasy Games. I've never even heard of this. Beck has contributed 3 new songs to the game. Huh. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Downwell. I've heard of this. At first I thought that's what this was going to be. Hold on. Downwell, I believe, was made by the people who ended up making Celeste. Is that true? No, maybe not Celeste. Something else. But yeah, this game looks super sweet. I want to play it. Moppin? What else did they make? Downwell, Devolver Digital. No, it wasn't Celeste. What the heck? Downwell. Oh, Enter the Gungeon. I've heard of that. I don't know if that was the game I was thinking of, though. General Adjusting, I've heard of that. But I guess these are all different developers. This is just the publisher, so they're not actually related. Who did this Moppin? What else did they make? Maybe they just made Downwell, and I'm thinking of someone else. This is confusing. So confusing. Well, whatever. We're just gonna move on. The person who made this went on to make something else. Oh, wait! Oh! Is it Micromages? Who made Micromages? Morphpack Games. Okay, maybe they have nothing to do with each other. Oh! Okay, I think this is what's going on. Or, wait. I'm so confused. I think it's the people who made Towerfall made Micromages, or they made the Towerfall people made. The people also search for things. It doesn't really actually indicate anything. Oh, okay. This is what it was. Oh my gosh. This person made Towerfall and Celeste. Uh-huh. And then Downwell has nothing to do with that, except that I got Towerfall and Downwell mixed up. Real video game experts here. Move over, Jim Sterling. There's a new video game takedown channel in town. My name is Kitsta, and I can vaguely remember things. Tearaway, I've never heard of this either. Oh, it's by Little Big Planet people. I should have guessed that just from the aesthetic. Yeah, that sounds fun. This should be the first game anyone who ever owns a Vita plays. Excuse me, what about Senran Kagura Shinobi Versus? Huh? Gris? I don't know what this is either. Oh my gosh. Huh. I'm not sure I deserve a game like Gris. It's one of the loveliest things I've ever played. Okay, we'll put it on the list. That sounds quite lovely. The art looks cool. Dandara. Whoa. Is this Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, but has really let themselves go? Long Hat House's first game. Sure, this sounds cool too. I don't know. I'm gonna put it on the list. It's like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm actually gonna play any of these. Saints Row 4, sure. This is like Grand Theft Auto, but wackier, I'm pretty sure, right? Rock Band 3, I'm surprised this came out in 2010, but I suppose it did. We were actually playing this at a party I was at last weekend, so still relevant, I guess. I assume it was Rock Band 3. This is like the most recent one, right? I don't know. I mean, when I say we were playing it at the party, it was being played at the party. I wasn't playing it. I was doing other things. The Long Dark. I don't know what this is, but it's real. These are so realistic they become depressing. Okay. Ah, that sounds quite intense. I guess we'll put it on the list. I mean, it can't hurt to just put it on the list. I don't know. Dance Central, okay. I've played this a few times. I think, again, just maybe because of my weeabism, I'd rather play Dan Evo, Dance Evolution, which is the Konami kind of equivalent of this game. But I don't know, as far as I can tell, they're basically the same. Oxenfree, I actually watched a friend of mine play like a few hours of this at his place. Seems pretty cool. Seems like a neat story, very compellingly conveyed. Some fun little puzzles and stuff. Gameplay sometimes seemed kind of tedious. A lot of like, oh, now I gotta run all the way back there. But yeah, seems alright. Okay, alright, page 2. Ridiculous Fishing. What? Sounds awesome. Huh. Okay. Alright, we'll put this on the list. I mean, the name alone. I wonder if they'll have a Part-Time UFO. Y'all know about Part-Time UFO? This is a game by HAL Labs, one of my favorite game studios of all time, who of course is primarily responsible for Melee. It's really, really hard, this game, Part-Time UFO, but it's very rewarding once you start to kind of learn the mechanics of it. And it has really nice, deep, reliable, sophisticated mechanics, as you would expect from HAL. And the aesthetics of it are just so beautiful. Oh, damn. If they put this game on the list, I'll be impressed. We'll see. Fantasia Music Evolved. I have no idea what this is either. Uh, whoa, okay, alright. This seems interesting. Hurling my arms and so is it like a Connect game? Demo? There must be like a big Disney fan on this list. I'm just like muting it because I don't want to get copyright strikes. Okay, I guess I get it. I wonder how hard it gets. Now she'll give some Latin flavor. Alright, whatever. I think I get it. Ori and the Blind Forest, I've heard of this. It seems well liked. I know this character is now in Rivals of Aether, which is pretty cool. Yeah, it's just like a beautiful platformer. I guess I should play it. I don't know. Mostly I get interested in platformers because of mechanics. Or I guess lately I just haven't been playing platformers at all. Because I haven't even finished Celeste yet, which is truly pathetic. I'm sure Celeste will be like top 10 on this list. At least it should be. So, alright. Everything? Oh! Yeah. I've seen footage of this. I think I watched them play it on Game Grumps or something. This game actually looks super sweet. I really enjoy the idea of it. Okay. You want everything game. I like the Alan Watts lectures. I think Alan Watts is a very interesting person. I like David O'Reilly a lot. I like his work. I was just thinking about him a bit ago because he did Octocat Adventures, which is just a masterpiece. Like, please don't read any more about it and just try to plunge into it. He did this Venetian Snares music video, and I was just listening to this album, yesterday. So I watched this music video again. It's not an official music video, but, you know. Yeah, this guy is super cool. Really makes a lot of interesting stuff. Yeah, I want to play this. And yeah, Alan Watts, I think, is really interesting. Lots of neat ideas. Okay. Old Man's Journey. I have never heard of this. So what the heck is it? What the heck could it be? 25 minutes of gameplay. I thought it would be like a very short kind of artsy game. So you're just like walking around. You can just interact with stuff. And it's like puzzles, maybe? Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, this looks cool. Alright, we'll put it on the list. Player Unknown's Battlegrounds, sure. I remember this being very, very exciting when it came out, just because the idea was so novel to me. But now I think I would much rather play Fortnite any day at all. Yeah, sure. It's so much more like brutal and slow and stuff than Fortnite, which has its own appeal. Like I can see why people would prefer this sort of gameplay style for sure. But Fortnite's like actually fun. I never really had fun playing this around when it came out. Deadly Premonition. This is like that really crazy Twin Peaks-esque game. Terrible production values and gameplay, but kind of like that God Hand type appeal where the bad gameplay even becomes like charming, I guess. People were freaking out about Deadly Premonition 2 being released. That's why I learned about this stuff. Sure. Xenoblade Chronicles. I tried to kind of get into this. I maybe played like 2 hours, and I don't know, I just didn't get into it. I just couldn't care. I love some JRPGs, and I like dearly love them. But those are like the exception, I guess, not the rule. I like the idea of the genre as a whole, but I just can't assume. This is where you play as a gun again, but it's different than all those other gun games. It's pretty sweet. So the gimmick is that everything moves at the same rate as you do. So if you're perfectly still, time is just frozen. And then, like, you shoot a bullet or whatever, only when your character is actually moving does the bullet fly. So it's like very strategic, and yet there's also kind of a component of like once you've figured out a plan to do things very rapidly. It seems quite fun. I've heard it's really fun in VR, so if I can ever friggin' get my Oculus to work, maybe we'll try it. Maybe not. Probably just play Beat Saber, whatever. Oh, I've heard a lot about this game. It's kind of like a memorial type of game. You're going around looking through someone's looking through someone's life, your dead wife. Yeah, that seems quite interesting. I kind of want to play this. I think I'd rather just play like Yume Nikki fan games or something. Like I'd rather have this sort of experience in 2D than 3D, if that makes any sense. Super Meat Boy, awesome, classic. I never finished this because it's really hard, but I've played it. I played a decent amount of it. Hey, this is so low. Gosh. Sure. I mean, I gotta finish it. It's just such a. It's so shameful that I haven't finished it yet. I don't know. I just haven't been in the mood to play video games lately. But yeah, this game is an absolute masterpiece. Limbo, I've heard about this too. It's like a spooky platformer. It's kind of light on like platforming mechanics, I think. It's more about just like running away from stuff and hiding and such. Yeah. The trial and error school of puzzle solving. It's I think it's supposed to be kind of familiar. Another Worlds? Or Out of This World, I think this is also called. And like the old Oddworld games and stuff. These are all really well regarded. So I think it has the same kind of appeal as that. Ah, Super Mario Galaxy 2. Hey, yeah, there we go. Here's a game I've played. I think I've like Hundo P'd this too. I'm pretty sure. Oh, it's awesome. What an amazing game. Rayman Legends. I've heard this is really good. I don't know if I just don't like the Rayman art style. I don't know what to tell you. It just all of the characters look really ugly to me, and I'm not like excited to play as any of them. But I've heard this is really good. Monument Valley. I have no idea what this is. Ooh. Puzzle game available now for iOS and coming soon to Android. Some 5 years later? Hmm? Ooh, we got Escher stuff. Nice. Yeah, this sounds great. It looks so pretty, too. I'm all about this. We'll pop it on the list. Except the only game I'm allowed to have on my phone is Kanji Study. And if I've been very good and studied my kanji, then I get to play Animal Tower Wars. Dishonored 2, I don't know. I've heard of this. I don't know anything about it, though. What's the deal? Do you play as a gun? I feel like you play as a gun. Oh, you play as a sword. Oh. Well, that's a little different. Okay. Heaven's Vault. I don't know what this is either. Sci-fi adventure. Okay. Ooh, translating? Neat. Well, that sounds pretty cool. Guess the meaning of base. That's nice. See, I like when there's kind of translation puzzles and stuff, and you like learn a language as you play a game. I think that's really cool. But I don't like when it like restricts you. It locks you out of just being able to intuit more of what's being said than what you've like strictly learned explicitly in the game. So I like this idea. You can guess meanings from context and stuff. Ah, yeah. I've been reading. Well, not that implies I was doing it just recently, but at one point I read a lot about Etruscan and these untranslated languages and stuff. It's pretty neat. Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. This is the one where you're a pirate. Sure. I will never play any of these games. I don't see the appeal. This one is by far the one that seems most appealing. Just because I have such fond memories of Wind Waker. That's really all it comes down to. Mario Kart 8. Oh, baby. Not a Mario Kart 8 DX? Really? Why not? It has purple turbos. I love purple turbos. It has 200cc. Actually, wait. Maybe Mario Kart 8 non-DX also had 200cc. I don't remember. No, I think it did. I think Mario Kart DX just adds purple turbos, which I think are super cool. And it removes fire hopping, which I just found annoying anyways. Yeah, this is pretty sweet. I love this game so much. I mean, I'm a Mario Kart DS purist at heart, and I will always mourn the loss of manually charging mini turbos, allowing you to go so much faster than this game would allow. The idea of manually charging mini turbos plus 200cc is just like this wonderful, impossible fever dream that I'll never get to experience. But of the non-good Mario Karts, of the ones that don't like challenge me in that way, this is definitely my favorite of those over Wii and 7, and I guess that's it. Yeah, this game is sweet. What the heck is this? This is just a person's face, isn't it? There's no way that this is actually... Oh shit, maybe it is. Oh my god, I just can't tell anymore. I have no idea what this is at all. It sounds like something I would not want to play under any circumstances. For the makers of Heavenly Sword. Oh, it's a Ninja Theory game. Okay. Alright, I see. I see, I see. What if this, if any, is gameplay? Where can I see the game being played? Running around. Yeah, roll slash. Roll. No, roll! Roll. Slash. Okay, I get it. Sure. Oh, FTL. One time some friends were playing this at my house, so I watched it a bit, but it seems way too stressful. way too stressful for me to play, so I don't know. It's cool though. I think this is a really cool game. Ooh, VVVV. This is a very cool platformer. Very fun. Cheerfully brutal as video games go. That's a good way to put it. Cheerfully brutal. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Oh, Nidhogg. I'd like to play this. This looks like quite fun. I think, oh no, I actually did play it once. It was a side bracket at a tournament I went to. It was pretty fun. I think the only time I played it was in that bracket though. And I did okay. There's like a Nidhogg 2 now, isn't there? But yeah, this seems like a good time. Ah, threes. So this is like the real 2048. This is like the 2048 that's like actually way more interesting and non-trivial. And during the first kind of big 2048 blitz of popularity, a lot of people were like, just play threes instead, guys. But I kind of like 2048 because it was so mindless and relatively easy. Yeah. What? Invoking the manner, but not quite icy early films with Paul Thomas Anderson. What? Okay, what is this hundreds though? I've never even heard of this. What? To make them... What is happening? Is this Reflect Beat? Oh, okay. I've played games kind of like this before. There was one, for quite a while, Reddit would have little games in the ad slot. Okay, I get it. Oh, okay, so there's like stages and stuff. Okay, now I get it. Yeah, there's a game kind of like that as one of those Reddit games that I played quite a bit. How is that the haute couture of video games? What? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. But sure. What? Sure. Okay. Let's do whoa, the 20 best board games of the oh my gosh, okay, we'll do this one at some point too. That just came out today. That's awesome. We'll do the second half of this list in another video, since this is getting pretty long. Yeah. So far a pretty good list. I'm learning quite a lot. There's no games that have appeared so far that I'm like, what? But that's terrible. Just good. I didn't really expect for that to happen. Still lots of games that I have played and liked that haven't shown up yet. So I wonder, like, are they to come, or are our tastes actually that divergent? Let's find out. I will say, though, Celeste being this low kind of bugs me. Even though I haven't finished it myself, just the secondhand praise I've seen of it, my understanding of the mechanics through conversations with my friends and stuff, this is a true masterpiece. Yet again, Paste always vastly underestimating one thing, right? Probably on the book list, there is something like that too, and I just didn't recognize it because I'm a pleb. But this is like putting Joanna Newsom at like 93, or whatever it was on the TV show list. Shoot, what was it? Something else in the 90s. I was like, what? This is so offensive. Dang it! I'm gonna go check. Huh? What? Oh, here we go. We're gonna check quick. We're gonna check quick. What was it that bugged me so much? It was like definitely on the first page. Yeah, that it was this still. I still can't believe this is so low. Oh my gosh. Terrible. Okay, let's see the top 50.